Yeah, kind of. All right, we're back since we had a little technical malfunction.
We don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Damn. we're winging it. So we were talking about you're not going to do damage with the Walmart flogger.
No.
And just start picking points on her ass. You said make some X's on her butt.
Yeah,
and,
just try to get your targets down.
Yeah. More targets, and then the length of your flogger is, you know, it can be an extension of your hand. So getting your distance right would be a better word. Getting your distance down, because when you upgrade from your novelty flogger, let's call it a novelty flogger.
I like Walmart flogger.
Walmart flogger, whatever. Novelty, your Halloween decoration flogger.
Halloween Express.
Yeah. Your AliExpress flogger. The tips are going to give you a different sensation than you laying the falls on their butt versus.
Well, it's also the movement too.
Yeah, you're doing figure eights, doing the windmill,
doing a whipping motion.
Yeah, the whipping motion. Or I don't know if you ever did the Ron Courtney.
What?
So Ron and then has a signature move.
Has a signature move.
So
he can suck his own dick.
I don't know if he can. I don't want to find
Ron
out that about my
and then
business
suck your
partner or
own
not.
dick?
I don't want to find out about my business partner or not.
I'm
but,
curious. What's his special move?
So, and you have to get permission. I always he always yell at me. He's like, "You don't have permission to do that move." But you take the flogger and like a windmill motion, throw it between the legs, and then you cup it, and then put pressure on the pussy as you slide the falls through and up.
Sounds like a contamination situation.
I mean, we also sell cleaner and protector for floggers.
Here's a plug. Look at that.
So we got your floggers covered. Literally. We have them covered.
So you don't use Armor All?
No.
No.
We have a very, very high quality leather protector and cleaner for our floggers.
So it disinfects it too?
Yeah. I mean, because it's possible that you could get some.
You're gonna get some juices
yeah,
on
you're gonna
it.
get some fluids on there.
Yep.
So
I normally when I see with somebody else, I usually have make sure they keep their panties on, because those are the same floggers I use my wife.
Right.
However, now that I know Red Room Accessories have this exceptional cleaner for their floggers and
so you clean it and protect it. Now we just never use a Clorox pen on one of our
on any flogger.
Oh, on one of our suede floggers. Somebody bought suede cleaner on one of our floggers way back in the day, and we called it America. It had like a spiral red and white and blue handle. Fucking beautiful.
Neat.
Yeah. And it was suede, super nice. And
that's outstanding.
They sprayed suede cleaner on it because the white was getting a little dirty. Well, with any dyed leather, you spray that cleaner on it, like that heavy suede cleaner like you'd use for your shoes, and it ran.
Cody, you know what I'm thinking right now? I'm thinking that you should do an episode of toy care.
Toy care?
Yeah. Cleaning.
Toy care.
Tool cleaning and care.
That'd be a lot.
Yeah.
That'd be like
it's a whole thing.
I mean, yeah, because we...
Wait, am I supposed to call you Bacon X? Bacon Triple X or Cody?
Usually, nobody calls me Cody unless I'm in fucking trouble.
Okay, so I'll call you Bacon Triple X until the next time I call you Cody.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck did I do now?
Sorry.
I did not call Amber. Amber did not call me Daddy.
Oh. Refer back to part 1.
Yeah.
So, where are we at on this?
Oh.
I'm confused. I'm lost. Oh, wait, did you do the introduction and everything?
I mean, this is the part 2 of when we got cut off of.
Oh, okay. Did you do your plugs?
RedRoomAccessories.com and BuildAFlogger.com.
All right.
But,
Exotica.
Yeah. I mean, gotta give Exotica, Dom Sub, why not? Gotta give them all. Motor Bunny.
Motor Bunny. Oh, you know what? You didn't mention anything about Motor Bunny.
Let's talk. So we're still on toy preference.
Okay.
Has Amber ever used the Motor Bunny?
No.
Why not?
I can't afford one.
I know a guy.
I know a guy.
I can get you a discount.
Who do you know?
This guy.
That guy?
This guy.
Nobody can see.
We have Random Accessories.
There you go. See?
So,
Plug it in there.
Plug. Since we do all of Motor Bunny's custom stuff, we have discount codes.
What kind of custom stuff do you have?
We make their forced orgasm belts, and I can't say what the new release is yet.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's
Stand
coming.
by.
It's coming.
It's coming. With a Motor Bunny,
It's
Motor Bunny, you're guaranteed to have Cummings involved. No, she's very interested in a Motor Bunny, and it's one of those things where it's
Would
like,
she like the bunny or the buck?
what the fuck's the buck?
The buck is the thruster. So it's like a fucking machine. And you can tilt it. You can have it flat like the bunny is, like you ride it, and it like, or you can put it up on its side and live like fuck you doggy style.
Or does she sign up for both?
Yeah. Or are you guys coming to the
No.
March 15th? What?
Oh, wait, March 15th.
Or April 15th party? My birthday party?
April 15th.
Yeah. April 15th at the new club, the invite-only club. The Glow Bunny party.
We weren't going to.
My birthday party.
Can't. My daughter's coming back from Florida that day.
Well, she won't be home till late.
No, the day before.
Oh, she's coming home late.
I don't know.
I
don't know. Maybe.
My birthday party.
Maybe. Boy, I would like to put her on that forced orgasm on one of those Motor Bunnies, and then like do the zipper on her.
Because the sweet thing is, like, you can control the Motor Bunny from your phone.
From my phone.
Yeah.
Why can't I just have like a switch in my hand?
Well, I mean, you can have the remote, but the
Why do I need my phone? I don't carry my. Believe it or not, I'm like the only guy on the face of this earth that don't
carry your phone.
No.
I'm surprised you have your phone in here.
Well, that's because in case I get a phone call, my daughter's not feeling very well.
Okay. But there's like, okay, with the normal Motor Bunny controller, you have twirl and buzz, right? So vibrate, twirl. So with on your phone, it has like, you can have the normal controls. You can sync it to music. You can draw, or it has different routines. So it'll do like different shit.
The only thing I want having routines is my wife.
I mean, but when she's on it, you can have that thing do different routines while you're doing something else. And there's a million different attachments, and then another plug is
it's like that Wii Vibe I got. It's like, oh, it's hooked up to my phone, and I use my phone on it. I'm like, yeah. Give me the remote.
And then, since Motor Bunny's with Doc Johnson, so there's all these new attachments.
You're a walking advertisement.
I am, but I mean,
that's your job, man. You're supposed
it's my
to.
job.
You're supposed to.
Motor Bunny has always been a big brother to us. So.
Just note to somebody, right? So, I know a person who ordered a fuck machine off of Amazon.
Okay.
They delivered it to their door in the box.
Like the fuck machine box?
Yes.
Nah.
Yes, you could plainly see on there. It was sitting out there on the door. They weren't even there. They came home and they seen it sitting out there on their porch.
Front porch.
Yep. Somebody backed up onto it. Right on her. Naked ass. Fuck machine. So, just know that.
Well,
order from Amazon. It's going to come naked.
If you order a Motor Bunny, it comes in a very discreet brown box.
You can't help it.
And if you order from Random Accessories, it comes in a very discreet box.
Oh, man. All right. Toys. Anything else?
Is she into paddles? You said she's like crops.
She likes the paddles. She didn't like the paddles at first. Well, no.
Because here's the growing. We're back to the growing thing, the ongoing.
Oh, yeah.
So she didn't like paddles at first.
No, hold on a second. I'm trying to remember. The first thing I used on her, I believe... I can't remember if it was my hand or a paddle, and she's going to kill me for this shit, too. I might be the one getting a spanking if I can't remember.
I must say you probably used your hand first. Before you put a paddle on her ass.
Are you making an assumption?
I'm going to make an assumption. Just because...
I think you might be right. I think it was the hand.
Yeah.
But she did the paddles, but it wasn't her favorite. But it ended up coming to a point where she wanted the paddle all the time at the end.
So
and now it's more like on occasion use the paddle. She likes the paddle.
Is it a thuddy paddle or a stingy paddle?
I got a thuddy and a stingy.
Okay. No, you can get both from RedRoomAccessories.com. Different paddles.
All right, now, man.
Ron make some badass paddles. Okay. All the woodworking goes to that guy. I'm not taking no credit for that.
He does the woodworking?
Yeah. Well,
do you guys want some wood?
You have to ask him. Do you see all the wood I have out there? We have we're working with a guy that has a giant seam machine, so Ron doesn't have to do a lot of it now, but
good.
You're still not going to take it away from him. He's still going to do his crazy shit. He's just, now it'll be his crazy ass ideas in a computer. So we can duplicate them, even though we don't really like doing cookie cutter shit.
No cookie cutters. You know, and that's the other thing. There is no cookie cutter in a dom sub relationship either.
No, I mean every dom sub relationship is different. You just got to figure out what works for you, like what you're into, what she's into, or what she's into, what he and he, whatever.
Well, now you're crossing kink and dom sub.
Well, no, because it could be a dom sub with two dudes or two chicks, or
well, kink.
Well, I mean, a dom sub relationship can be either. It doesn't have to be.
I don't think there needs to be any kink involved with a dom sub relationship.
No, but like a dom sub relationship doesn't always have to be a guy and a girl. Is what I'm saying.
Oh no,
that's what
of course
I'm saying.
not.
That's what I'm saying.
Of course not. I guess it just depends on who wears the pants.
Right.
Or who doesn't.
Right.
Because most doms wear kilts.
I don't wear a kilt.
It's kind of...
I wear chaps.
okay, there you go.
Chaps and jeans.
Jean underwear.
Jean underwear.
Jean boy shorts.
Hey, they have a ball pouch. when you're on a show floor for like 10 hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you need those things to breathe.
Yeah.
Well, be secure, I should say.
And then you're literally going from...
Why is that? What is it about the kilt?
I don't know.
That seems to be, well, at least in Ohio. I don't know if it's like that in other states and stuff too. But around here,
a lot of doms wear kilts.
Yeah, and I don't understand the whole concept of dressing the part. I don't, if that makes sense. Like,
ask Google.
Why do you don't have to dress the part as much as just be the part, if that's what you're wanting to do. I don't think you need to have anything special. I think it has a lot to do with literature and books. There's always in a three-piece suit and
right.
Multi-billionaire, and which is all a bunch of horse shit.
Well, that the movie brought good light to the subject, but bad representation of the subject.
What's that?
If you're talking about the same movie.
Are we talking about that?
Yeah.
225s?
Yeah.
The opposite of light?
Right.
The absence of color?
Yeah.
No, I'm just talking about books in general.
Oh, okay.
All literature. That's not how that works. It's not real. What are you doing over there?
I was Googling why do doms wear kilts.
I think it's a fad. I think more power to them. I mean, some of them look good. Why do doms wear chaps?
Clothes make the dom assuming. You can clothes that make doms, assuming you can find them. What?
What the hell are you talking about? What's the next subject here?
We're still on toy preference.
Oh, paddles. Yeah, she likes paddles. Next question.
Well, you said she likes crops.
Do you like using paddles too? Because honestly, I've only seen you use a flogger. Really, I've never seen you do a whole scene. I've seen you only just do floggers. I'm sorry, demonstrations.
Yeah.
Demos.
Like, I have some nice paddles. Thanks, Ron. But it all depends on like who I'm scening with or demoing with or whatever. Because usually if I'm at a club, I'm demoing because I don't have like I usually don't bring my subs to the clubs one because usually their husbands don't let them out of their sight.
Yeah, that would definitely be. I get that.
I mean, so most of my subs are married and they come over for what their husbands don't give them. That release that because most of them are like.
And again, we've talked about it before. It's not necessarily a sexual thing.
Right. 9 times out of 10, I don't have sex with them.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10.
There's some of the subs that I'm like, yep.
Yeah, we're gonna do this. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be
There's
about
one
sex.
in particular that her husband doesn't eat pussy. Like he's just, I don't know if he's scared of it or what, but
It's
so like
scary looking.
so we'll scene like, but it'll start like the morning of, and I will fuck with her all day over text or whatever.
Mindfuck.
Yeah, just mind fuck the shit out of her. And then when she comes in, like I usually have her come in the door, and I'm usually waiting somewhere. Or I'll scare the shit out of her, or I'll,
Are you naked?
No.
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 You got your chaps on?
No.
Cowboy hat? Yes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, you got your cowboy hat.
Yeah. Boots.
Cowboy hat and boots.
That's it. Roper when she comes in.
As long as you don't have
But
that
I
whip
make
cream.
her take her rings off because she's my property at that point. Not the wedding ring's got to come off.
Yeah, I wouldn't be cool with that. Like, well,
I'm not scening or demoing or
we
went over this.
Taking off that connection. Does her husband is okay with her taking the ring off and all that too?
I mean, at that point, like,
is that really your concern?
I think my concern, I really could give a shit less because he doesn't give her that release. They've seeked me out to give her that release.
They both seeked you out.
In a sense, yeah.
So I guess
it does.
Guess what happens
I
in
mean,
your
they.
house is-
Well, yeah, and it's not in their rules either.
Yeah.
Of like, you can't take her rings off.
Yeah, so you're not. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not disrespecting.
No, I get that.
Yeah,
I get
I'm not
that.
breaking any rules.
Yeah, I get that. Makes sense.
So I mean,
What does
like,
that have to do with toys?
huh?
What does that have to do with toys?
Well,
Sorry, we've been doing this for a while now. I'm getting really turning into a little smart ass. Well, she was your toy.
yeah, but like with
And with
so
my toy, too.
you've never seen me with paddles, so
Right.
usually if I'm at like a show or whatever, I'm just demoing floggers. But if you've ever been at an Exotica show, the hot blonde Alex C brings up our giant fucking 4-foot.
Is that thing up there?
No, that's the one that all the girls signed. I don't know where the fucking big giant paddles are. They're like 8 foot fucking tall.
8 foot tall. How the hell do you even swing that? You got some arm
Like a
strength,
champ.
man. Like a champ.
Like a champ.
That flogger you carry around is heavy as hell too.
But it's got an echo.
It does have an echo.
You gotta have that echo.
Yeah.
So that person in the back feels like they're up front. And they're like,
To come think of it, I don't think I've seen you flog in a very long time.
I flogged at the club 2 weekends ago.
I wasn't down there very much.
No, I didn't even
2
see you.
weeks ago.
You said you guys sat in the corner all night.
Yeah, I was fucking not right.
Well,
was
yeah, I mean,
fatigued as hell.
now you know how I feel when you get your ass used on a Friday night and still have to party on a
I
Saturday.
had to work that Saturday
Yeah,
morning.
you did. But
That sucked.
you had what? How many scenes did you have that night? Friday night.
Four, maybe 5. Wait, 1.
Because I left.
I think 4.
Because you were about to do something in the swing when I left. Or you were playing with somebody?
No, I was just playing on the swing. I was in the swing just playing like a little kid.
Okay.
I was like, wee! Wee! And then I put my legs in there and I was like pretending I was getting fucked in the ass.
What?
And
I'm glad I left during that.
And Amber was all like, no, get down. And I'm like, you don't tell me what to do. You gotta be able to have fun too.
Yeah.
You're not always gotta be that guy that's like, oh, I'm the dom. Don't talk. Yeah, you gotta have fun too. And it's tough.
You gotta laugh. Even if like when you're learning this stuff, you're gonna laugh. You're gonna make mistakes. It's a learning experience. I make mistakes all the time.
Oh, so do I.
I mean,
I'm a
when I was scening, because it would be a scene at that point when I was at the house party, I was scening with the young lady that wanted me to hit her with a whip. And I was like,
because that wasn't your whip, that was my whip off of freaking Etsy.
Yeah.
Which I tell you right now, if RedRoomAccessories.com made that whip, it wouldn't work the way that my Etsy whip did. Etsy whip did.
Say that 10 times fast. But so describing this whip, instead of it going very fat to very thin and having a cracker on it, this whip goes from fat to like starting to go thin and just stays that way all the way to the end. Like it barely reduces down. And then at the very end, it has some pleather, like how many? 5, 6 little fucking finger things on it?
I think there's only like 4.
4 little strands of like pleather. They're not crackers. They're not.
No, it's not a very nice whip.
So
it looks nice.
It looks cool. It looks
really nice.
Yeah, it looks really nice until you try to crack it.
No crack.
There's no crack in this thing. It's like a. It's like you're fucking swinging an iguana's tail around.
Well, no, an iguana's tail would have some sort of crack to it or
Probably.
a whip.
That's
what you get for what you pay for.
Yeah, the young woman wanted her ass hit with it. I had never used your whip before. And I'm used to Amish-made whips.
Oh, yeah? Where do you get those from?
I can't say because I'll get booted out of the community again.
All right.
I've already been shunned once.
Shunned.
I've already been shunned out of Amish country once. But yeah, it was. I tried to go overhand because.
Yeah, you gotta go to the side arm on that. Yeah.
That's what I'm used to, and there was like no. There was a no go, and then you told me to go underhand, right?
No, I told you to go from side.
Oh yeah, I went from side and it worked way better. The garage door took a fucking beating for a minute.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did.
And I still missed her ass on the first try.
Oh, yeah, we won't talk about that misstep.
I mean, hey, you're gonna miss.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You're gonna fuck up.
Your bottom can't be too mad at you for trying.
No, and she wasn't. She.
Oh, that's another thing. Man, that's a whole other different conversation.
What's that?
Bottom, sub.
Oh yeah,
switch.
That's
different types.
We'll get Amber involved in that one.
I would like that.
Yeah. But yeah, she wasn't too mad. I mean, she definitely I kissed it and made it better. Because I went through her legs and it.
It's always better to kiss the mistakes.
Yeah, you gotta kiss the mistakes.
That's true.
Gotta kiss the boo boos and make them better.
The boo boos.
Gotta kiss the boo boos and make them better.
All right, I like toys that cause a good sound, and I like toys that cause pain. I am a sadist through and through, but there is a sense of pleasure behind it because that gives me that sense that it's okay. It makes me know that it's okay to cause that pain. Because it is kind of weird to make your sub cry and get off on it. So you need to be able to know they want this and it's okay.
I mean, I'm not into a lot of shit that my subs are into, but if I see that it gives them pleasure and like they're getting off on what I'm doing to them, that makes me happy. Like, all right, I'll fucking I'm invested now. I'll fucking do this. Now, if it's like, I know, but we're gonna hit on a topic with punishments and punishments. Yeah, because you mentioned this in your little group that you have on Facebook, and it kind of goes with what we're talking about anyway.
My little group.
Yeah.
Could just say group. No, it's a widow group.
It's a widow king group.
It's just a widow king group. No, I like it. I like it the way it is.
Yeah.
So don't mention it.
I'm not mentioning it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna mention it. Then you have like 1,000 people.
Yeah.
But there's with what I do to make her pleasure versus your punishments and punishments. Like the sub that I have now, that her husband doesn't eat pussy. She had never been punished before.
You gotta eat the pussy.
Gotta eat the pussy. I want to have a pussy eating contest.
There's a competition I was thinking about with pussy eating, but that's a different scenario. It's a different topic.
Right. But I'm not a punishment guy. If I'm fucking punishing you, you are gonna fucking hate it. Like, it's gonna be within your boundaries. I'm not gonna break your boundaries. But, like, one of my favorite punishments, wall sits. Wall sits and hold something straight out in front of you. Or I was listening to a podcast, and I stole this one from a podcast. They put their head in a corner, and you put a piece of paper on their nose, and they can't fucking...
You gotta hold it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to use that one the other day.
I don't really have to punish Amber very much. She's usually a pretty good girl. I mean, she messes up, but the thing is, though, is with the children and my work schedule, it's so difficult to be able to implement any of it. And you have to, you're supposed to go and do it, like, almost immediately.
Yeah, you can't
wait. But you really can't.
Because you're not there.
Well, and then there's kids around and stuff, so, like, you can't do that stuff in front of them.
Right.
Which, by the way, if anybody has complaints, would you want your daughter to be like, we can talk about that, about how we do our dynamic in front of our kids and stuff on a different day.
Oh, yeah.
But
that's, I think it's going to be on the couple.
Yeah, that's a whole different day. But, so, like, when you do the punishments, like,
it's got to be right then and there.
Yeah, I mean, you can do some later on. You could be, okay, like, we've gone upstairs before where she's, like, responded in a way that was very disrespectful.
Right.
And I'm not talking, like, sticking your tongue out or anything like that. Very disrespectful. And I'll take her upstairs, stick her tongue out. And, of course, with me, it's a clothespin. Right on that tongue. Hold it there. Sit there with your tongue out.
Do you put multiple?
Just one. Right there on her tongue. Just to sit there. Keep your hands behind your back. About 5 minutes or so. And that causes them to drool. She hates drooling and stuff like that all over her. So I just have her do that. Or a cane. She does not like canes.
Okay.
She hates canes. It gives her no enjoyment at all with a cane. So that's what I use as a punishment.
What about orgasm denial as a punishment? Like, you're not...
Orgasm denial messes up with her mentally.
Okay.
That's how I train her to orgasm on command. So she can't orgasm unless I give her permission.
So you...
Or unless she's with somebody else, because they give her that permission to say, okay, if you're having sex with somebody else, you can orgasm. You have free reign. But that's a whole other thing, like how you switch from dom-sub relationship to the swinger lifestyle relationship.
Yeah.
That's a whole different thing, which you still have certain requirements that are implemented in the dom and sub that cross over to swinger.
Yeah.
But there are some that you have to change in order for them to have a good time.
So has Amber ever told you that like she can't come without permission?
Mm-hmm.
So like my sub that one of the subs that I'm working with, she literally messaged me the other day and she's like, "You have totally fuck my pussy up because I can't even get off with my wand.
Oh, I have to give her permission to masturbate.
Right.
Then she can come.
But
Like
if
she could probably sneak one. I'm sure.
Because this I'm not mentioning her name. She has tried to masturbate and she can't.
Can't.
Like, yeah, she can't come. Or she'll come and
You
it's
done
like
fucked her orgasms up, man.
she's like, or I'll come and it'll be so like she's like, it's the most pettiest little fucking orgasm ever. And she's like, but when we're scening, she's like, I come so fucking hard. I was like, yeah, because I give you that release. You masturbating is not.
She'll come around to where she can come on her own, as long as you're not restricting her orgasms until you give her permission to have them.
I mean, I love fucking like, I'll edge the fuck out of her. I'm like, no, because usually she's an alpha sub, but she's also a big fucking brat, and I hate brats. I took a bratting class in Columbus.
A bratting class?
Yeah,
sounds
bratting
so cool.
101. I left it because it was from a top and bottom perspective, because a top can be a brat too. And I left that class, and I had my security guy there, and I was like, I fucking hate brats. And he's like, note taken, no brats.
I don't like the ones that are going to be a brat all the time.
So
Now-
I think there's a difference between a brat and an asshole.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. A brat will do shit to get a certain punishment.
Wait, what subject are we on?
We're just fucking around.
Keep going.
Yeah.
I'm getting tired.
Me too. So we'll wrap it up. But a brat will do a certain task to get a certain punishment she wants. We're like, and we'll talk about more of this.
Well, that would be
with
more
the sub.
punishment. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Punishment and punishment. So a brat will go and try to get a punishment, but at that point, it's
be
not
more
a
of a
punishment.
punishment.
It's
It'd
a
be a
punishment.
punishment for
Yes.
her.
And that's what I was getting at. Is like, I do enjoy a punishment, but I want it to be. Look at you shaking your head. No, nope.
No.
He gave me this like look of shock. Like, you do?
Well, I
But
mean,
it's known.
Yeah.
Like, she's playing a brat.
yeah.
Like she kneels for me every night and has a mantra.
Okay.
All right. And then she kisses my feet and she stands up. Well, I put my hands out, unless I'm going to use her for oral or whatnot. I put my hands out and I help her up, and I'll hug her, and I'll kiss her. And I'm like, okay, you go to bed, or I'm going to use her. So I'll take her and I'll put her on her bed, and she'll be like, no. She's playing a brat.
Right.
So now we're going to do punishment. And that's fun as fuck. Because you're stepping outside of your normal role, and you're escaping reality of what your normal life is. So you take her and you do a punishment with it, and she's playing the whole time. No, stop. And she's fighting back. Predator prey.
Yeah.
Same time situation. That would be more of a punishment. Oh, you're not going to listen? Spank. Smack. Hold still. Hands up. Don't move. I mean, there's a lot of entwining with that of different things and different sensations.
Gotcha.
So you can do a fun. Oh, you've been a bad girl today. Yeah, I've been a bad girl. Well, you need to be punished. And you do spanking, but you don't do them in a punishment kind of, because she's a masochist, right? So her punishments aren't impact. Her punishments need to be something writing lines. She hates writing lines. I've had her write lines several times. Clothespin on the tongue, drooling on herself. She don't like that. Like, there's just...
I've had her call her best friend and ask permission for her to come. Well,
that sounds fucking outstanding.
And like, I was
now her best friend's knowledgeable of her.
They all work together, and they're all like, we're all in a fucking group chat.
Okay, so she knows this.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And
she probably got a kick out of that too then.
Oh yeah, and and they'll tattle on her in the group chat.
Oh, that's great.
And be like, I won't say her name, but blah 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 is being mean to me. And I'm like, oh yeah? Or like, she'll say something in the group chat, And I was like, "You being fucking sassy?" She's like, "No," and she'll put like an exclamation point. I'm like, "What the hell's the exclamation
Why
point?"
are you raising
for?
your voice?
Yeah, well,
Don't raise your voice to
Yeah.
me. Come here, little girl.
and like I won't say where she works, but she works at a very professional.
Like a school teacher or something.
No, not around kids.
Don't say no or yes or anything. Oh, she could be a college professor.
Yeah. But she works where she has to dress nice, and I went into her office one day, and she got lippy, and I was like, "I will bend you over this desk right the fuck now," and she's like, I was like, "Yeah." I was like, I don't give a shit if your boss is right, and then, like, I'll make him watch. I don't give a shit. Like, you don't fucking have this tone with me, and nobody's ever put her in her place before.
Yeah.
So, when I started actually giving her punishments instead of these punishment shits that she was so
You
used
hate
to.
punishment.
I hate punishments. If you're gonna fucking,
You gotta use it in a play.
if you
if
fuck
you're-
up, you're getting fucking punished.
Yeah, if they enjoy it, it's not a punishment.
Yeah.
It is a punishment. But
Like, she hates orgasm
can't-
denial.
you can't expect a positive response from a punishment.
No.
You can't expect a what's what I'm looking for. And as Amber says, I was gonna have it too. I was gonna have a brain fart and lose the word. A rebuilding, correction. You're not gonna get a correction from a punishment.
Yeah. You're not gonna get And we're still in the training process because, like I said, I don't deal with brats, and she needs to know her place, and she has never been punished before, so we're still trying to get her to use her words instead of the fucking noises and shit. I'm like, let's use big girl words here. Yes, sir. No, sir. Not.
That's the other thing too. Is like, well, what kind of dynamic are you, baby girl, daddy?
We started out as daddy and baby girl.
Okay.
But the bratting was so bad that I stepped up the control, and when I put more restrictions on here and more I wouldn't say restrictions, but more of like a schedule and protocol, dominance, and all that, she responded way better. So we went to a slave dynamic to where there was a lot more rules and shit put into place.
Is this that married chick?
Huh?
Is this that married chick?
Yeah, this is the married
okay.
chick that her husband doesn't eat pussy.
Stop putting the guy down because he don't eat pussy.
Listen, I mean, he doesn't eat pussy, and I mean, I don't know. I'll take the fucking job, okay? But I get
outstanding.
all my subs are all married. Every single one of my subs are married.
Huh.
And it's...
How do you have time for that?
You wonder why I go to bed at midnight.
Yeah, it's true.
Because, I mean, I got... Yeah, there's a shit ton of replies on the phone.
Replies on the phone.
You have, like, them checking in, because I make them check in.
Oh.
They have I put them on a pretty strict schedule. I mean, some have kids, some don't have kids, so some are more lenient schedules than other, but... and then, you can't punish them for life things that happen.
That's the key, man. There's so much regular life stuff that happens that you can't
punish it for that.
I mean, you can't. It's just there is a real world outside of
The DS.
what your dream is.
Yeah.
You know what you would like it to be and what you're fantasize about to the reality of things. Or adulting sucks.
Adulting does suck.
Yeah, but it's got its benefits too, like just things that you can't do when you're not adulting. Like,
I mean, kids. get in the way. I mean, you can't like you said.
I love
you
my
can't,
kids. I mean, don't get
yeah.
me wrong. I mean,
Dude, I love my child.
Yeah, but they get in the way. But, you have to learn how to.
Mine's never
Go
gotten in
with
the
it.
way, because I don't let him get in the way. Like, you message me like, "Hey, you going to the club?" Nope, have the kid.
Mm-hmm. That's
Like,
right.
Yep. Like,
I
but
thought, I thought is
I don't.
awesome.
Yeah, I don't. I hate when I have to go out of town, and that's a different story. And he's stuck here, but
Well, that's a different podcast.
Yeah. but
We can go on for hours on that one too. And we've already been here for almost 2 hours.
almost.
Yeah.
But
Die hard. And I had to buy my own dinner. Motherfucker.
I can give you some bacon bits.
I said, are you gonna feed me when I get there? And I don't mean a shit ton of bacon.
I could have fed you pork rinds.
I like pork rinds.
Make some mean ass pork rinds.
You got pigs out here too?
There's 2 buried. Right.
I don't want any of that pork rind, man.
No, we dug those up. They're like way back over there now. We bought this place, they had pigs, and I was like, y'all need to get rid of these farm animals. I got to redo the stalls and everything in here. And they literally went, shot the pigs.
Oh no shit.
They're like, I was like, not what I meant.
They just buried him.
They didn't even bury him deep.
No.
No. I was like,
coyotes and shit are gonna start burying him.
oh yeah. So we dug him up and fucking took him back.
In the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, kind of wrapping it up here with Doming 101. We kind of went everywhere with it, but
Yeah.
consent.
Yeah. Consent. You gotta have
and
consent.
a lot of research. Find out what kind of Dom situation fits you, or like what your personality, and what kind of Dom persona that.
If I had to put myself, did you just ask me a question?
Well, I'm just giving a statistic of like the people that are like want to get into doming. Like, look at the
Right.
different types of dom.
There's a shit ton.
Yeah, there's a million. And then even if you have to pick pieces from this type of dom, that type of dom, and be like, you know what, this is the type of dom that I am. But do a shit ton of research.
I would just go as far as like making a list. Like, I'm gonna keep it basic as shit and just say make a list of the things that you want.
Yeah.
And look at it and just be like,
fill out the sex menu. Because
Does RedRoomAccessories.com provide a sex menu?
No, but we need to. But like I was
I was
vetting a sub, and she
Oh,
was
you know what? What is vetting? That might be actually a pretty good question to ask.
Well, we'll get into that with submissive with Amber.
Okay.
But I was vetting a sub today, and she was like, I like age play.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm not into age play.
Oh, I love age play.
And I was like, wait a minute, what age are you? She's like, I don't go below 4. And I was like, she's like, I'm potty trained or whatever. And I'm like, nope, like, I don't. And I was like, how bad is your age play or whatever? And she's like, I just like stuffies and watch it. And I was like, okay, I can deal with you having stuffies on the bed or whatever and watching cartoons.
Oh, you're talking about the baby girl dynamic type situation.
Well, no, I'm talking about like
Well, you said age play. That's a play.
Of
like
a certain age.
Right. But when you're talking about stuffies and potty train and all that stuff, you're talking about a role.
Well, yeah, but they'll take on, when you age play, you take on a certain age. So when I was asking her what age she likes to take on,
Right.
she said she likes to stay above 4 because she likes to be potty trained.
Which is good.
Right, I'm like, yeah, because I ain't fucking doing no fucking diaper. I already had a kid. I ain't doing no diapers.
People in the diapers, that's great and everything, but
I don't do
that's
the
not
adult
for me.
babies thing. I want to get a furry on here because I don't understand them and I want to understand them. I don't think
Furries
Red
are
Room
neat.
Accessories can make anything for our furries, but maybe we can if
you
we
can.
understand them.
Yeah, furries are neat. I like furries.
Props to the amount of money and stuff that they put into those costumes. Are they called costumes?
Oh,
I
no.
don't know.
That would be their role.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
whatever they put into their role of whatever they become.
Yeah, you can get a furry on here. That'd be great.
Right.
I'm not interested in it at all, but
No.
that just intrigued the shit out of me.
we did that House of Blue show for the Working Grinders Ball, and there was a furry there.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but it had a fucking strap on, and its fucking eyes and mouth fucking glowed.
That's awesome.
And shit. So, I don't know what it was. I think it was like a big dragon or something. But the amount of money that it took to fabricate that costume,
The whole
or
thing.
yeah, to morph them into whatever they want to be or whatever. Mad props.
Yeah, so I like age play, but I don't like it where it's more of a role play. So, like this morning, let me rephrase that. I like it where it is a role play, but not a lifestyle.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. So
So-
they're not constantly.
No, they're not
aged.
constantly. No, but some aspects of it, you know. Amber's got a stuffy, you know.
It
She's
all
got
depends.
A blanket.
No.
But she don't talk away. She don't act a certain way. Just gives her comfort.
Right.
But like this morning, so she had a long night because her daughter had to go to the emergency room and stuff like that. So like she's fine. She's okay. But I let her sleep in tonight. I was off, so I let her sleep in so I could take my son to school and everything. And I woke her up at 9:30, and I was like, "Shh, go ahead, little girl. It's okay. That's just Daddy. He's just gonna use you real quick. It's all right. It's okay. Shh, it'll be our little secret." You know, that kind of.
Oh, gotcha.
You know, I love that. That's good stuff.
We'll talk to Amber more about this when we have her on, but does she require a certain amount of aftercare?
You know, her aftercare, which bothers me actually, and this is something that I got to work on a little bit, I think. It's pretty much leave me alone.
Okay.
Give me a minute.
Let me get my bearings back.
Mm-hmm. Like, most of the time when we actually do anything where she might need aftercare would be in a club setting.
Okay.
And she's just kind of like good to go, ready to go, you know. But you know what? Okay.
Because
So
as a dom,
I'll circle back to that. At home, if we do stuff to where she might need aftercare, it's she gets in bed, curls up in her blankie and blankets, cuddles up with her little stuffy, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Water. You know, I make sure she has anything to eat or anything like that. But
because I've had subs that require zero aftercare. They're like, "Yeah, I'm good to go." I'm like, "You just took a hell of a fucking vlog."
well, I can't do that at home with the kids either.
Right. But then there's others where I've been at clubs and it's like they go to their most BDSM clubs will have like a quiet space or whatever.
Yeah, I used to
And-
take Amber to one of those.
Yeah,
too.
and like they can recoup, and you'll see a lot of blankets, a lot of stuffies. Some will like bawl, and cry their eyes out, and need nurture and comfort. It all depends.
You know, these clubs out here, they don't have that.
The one that
You have to try to find a quiet space to get them in, like to just try to relax. They don't have any here.
yeah, you're only allowed so much
New club
time
opening in
rooms.
Maslin. Note.
But the private club that we go to has a quiet space.
Ours?
Yeah.
Where?
Did you go back to where
Oh, you're
Yeah.
talking about the little cubby.
the little cubby?
Yeah, that's true.
There's couches and stuff. It's a quiet, like it's marked quiet space.
Yeah, that's true. No, that's right. You're right. But like I said, she doesn't really want that or need
Right.
that. She's like, I'm good. You know, give her a minute.
That club does have one,
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
and they're not strictly like a BDSM.
No, they are not.
But for them to put that space in there,
Well, that's for people like me who doesn't like loud noises.
okay.
I hate loud noises. It makes me very uncomfortable.
Is that little from you being in the service?
No, I think it probably has to do with me being a closet autistic.
Oh.
But you know, doms need aftercare too.
Yeah. Yes.
So that's something that kind of gets lost sometimes.
Even like when we do our shows and stuff, I require a certain amount of aftercare afterwards, and Ali C is really good at that. It's not like a lot, but um, it's usually towels and a shit ton of water, and give me like 10 or 15 minutes by myself to kind of cool down, get my shit back together, and so Ali will come and check on me a lot, making sure I'm okay, make sure I have a shit ton of water and towels and everything, because I'm a fucking sweaty mess at this point. And so we'll usually try to find somewhere totally away from the convention where I can like lay down, and I'll like pretty much fucking strip down to just my boxers and boots.
Go on.
Yeah. And I'll just fucking usually lay on the cold concrete and fucking douse myself with water for minutes. And then once she knows I'm good, I'll usually come back like 10, 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes later, depending on. I think they're going to be longer this year because they've extended our shows. So they're really trying to kill me.
Death to you.
But then once I come back, it's kind of been a routine that me and Rondon will then kind of go cruise the convention and kind of see everybody afterwards. That or me and Allie will do it, but it depends how busy he is because he's been pretty swamped with building floggers.
See, I need more of a it was okay, or I enjoyed it, or like, you know, if I make Amber tear up or something, I need to make sure that was okay,
right,
and that she's okay, and I need to have that reassurance that what I did was okay, and that she enjoyed it, or they enjoyed it.
I like when the girls come off stage, because usually we'll hug, like do a big group hug, and then we'll do usually a big group portrait on stage, which I love. And then as the girls are coming off the stage, having that reassurance that they had fun or whatever,
yeah,
is amazing, because you're having multiple different bodies on stage with multiple different personalities of what they're into. And I try to like, I'm gonna have to give another shout out.
Go ahead and do your plug.
I gotta give a shout out to Ivy. Ivy.
Oh no, that's different.
Yeah.
That's a person.
Yeah. Well,
it's not a plug.
She's always because I plugged the Ivy minutes because she works for Chatter, or she's always in the Chatterbait booth doing her thing. But Ivy.
Chatterbait. Ivy.
Yeah.
Look her up.
She busts her ass getting as many girls as she can to the stage, and she tries to be like, "Hey, you're gonna get flogged and spanked on stage," and tries to get girls that are into that shit. So, she does a really good job of like, and I try to tell her like, I need girls that are like heavy into Impact Play, because when we did the show in DC, I told Ivy, I was like, I need like 4 girls. I want to use your butts as drums.
Did you ever? Yeah. If you haven't seen that video, you got to see it. What America's Got Talent? Was it that what it was, or
It was
somebody stole that shit?
No, it was the little. I did a reenactment of the Little Drummer Boy video from God and Country, and the guy stands out there with like a little snare drum and is like beating on this thing, playing the Little Drummer Boy. Well,
I know that, but they I seen it on something else after you did it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was like America's Got Talent, or it was like.
Oh yeah, somebody sent me that video, and I'm like.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I'm like. The only people sent me that video. I think you're the first that sent it to me.
Yeah, I sent it to you.
But then like 30 other people fucking sent it to me.
Yeah, and it was like, look at this shit.
Yeah.
And you're like, that motherfucker stole my idea.
I did it in front of a way bigger crowd.
I don't know. I mean, millions of viewers watching at home.
Oh, I did it in front of a big live crowd. But anyway, the girls had no idea what ass drumming was about to be. And I didn't have drumsticks, so we had some badass crops. Not our crops, but they were badass Weaver crops. And
was that another plug for a Weaver?
Maybe. We get a lot of shit from Weaver. and I used those as drumsticks. Why didn't the girls that I took one girl and I bent her between my legs so her ass was facing the crowd, so it looks like I was about to like power slam this chick. And I went to town because the little drummer boy and that guy's just pounding on the drums, so I got into it and I started, and she dropped, and I like picked her up, and so I made all the other girls that weren't being used as drums at the time, and I brought them in and started drumming on their ass to give her ass a little bit of a break, because it was pretty
When you
intense.
say drop, what do you mean by drop?
So she her knees started buckling from her ass getting
Yeah, she was
cropped
dropping down.
Yeah, it was her way of, because the music was so loud, it was her way of saying, hey, a little too much. A little too
Paying
much.
attention to body.
Yep, a little too much. So, called an audible.
Calling audible.
Called an audible.
Calling those other asses
Yeah,
over so I can be
bring the other
done.
asses, give her ass a break. And definitely gave her ass some aftercare after the fact.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about, aftercare.
Yeah, aftercare.
Doms need aftercare too, for sure.
But like I said, even when I do demos with aftercare, I'm always taking the back of my hand. Oh,
go ahead.
And usually taking the back of my hand and checking like temperatures of their butt. I don't know if you do that or not during scening.
No. I'm kind of a good reader of like where they're at.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I ask them directly. Don't ever be afraid to ask.
No.
Just like, are you okay? Everything okay?
Yeah, like especially demoing.
Scening.
Well, when I demo, I'm always like talking to them. I'm like, "You good? You okay?" Like, be extremely vocal.
Yeah. You can't ask a wrong question. There are no bad questions. Only. Yeah, there's just no bad questions. I don't have anywhere to go with that.
No.
If you're in doubt, just ask.
Yeah, if she's that deep into the subspace, though, I mean,
You gotta pull her off.
I would say always have a secondary if she can't speak.
Well, yeah,
with
of course.
your hands and stuff like that.
Yeah, we talked about that in
Yeah.
the first part.
Yeah, with the first part.
If you have any questions about that, please refer to the first part. Part 1.
Part 1. But yeah, I mean,
All right.
I said,
Listen, dude. Okay, if you're gonna have special guests come in or whatever, you gotta get a better chair, man. My butt is like killing.
Oh, look at my creakiness. I've been leaning back the whole time to keep this chair from creaking.
Yeah, because I told him, that first episode, the only thing you hear was that squeaking ass chair.
Hey, we get more listeners. I'm gonna buy some better fucking chairs and a better setup. I mean, the setup works good now, but
That's alright. It's
Hey.
alright.
I just gotta figure out how to get people to call in.
No one called?
I don't know. We're not live right now,
Oh,
but
that's right. This is
um,
recording.
but anyway, wrapping it up. Doming 101. Do your research.
Yeah.
Figure out what type of Dom personality fits your personality the best.
More or less knowing what it is that you want.
Yeah. And then if you're vetting a sub or a sub's vetting you and it doesn't work, just be like, hey, it's not all subs are going to mesh with your Dom style. So don't be afraid to be like, it's not going to work. Like it's.
If it's not something you're not willing to not have, so if they don't want, just say, if they don't want impact, but you
That's like your kink. That's your.
you don't care if you have impact or
Right.
not, then you can lose that to be with the person that you want to be with. But if that's something that you don't think you can go without, then don't sacrifice it.
No.
There are 7 billion people in the world?
Something like that.
Yeah, some large number that I can't even write down on paper if I wanted to. I'm sure that there's somebody out there that's going to fit your desires.
And then, just the consent and spend time with the consent and the negotiations and fill out a sex menu and
See, I disagree with the sex menu.
why?
It's too fucking long. Who? I don't have.
If somebody's just getting into Dom and they don't have a sub yet, let them fill out a sex menu.
It's too fucking long. It takes too damn long. I say what you do is you decide what it is that you want to experience, right? Like you have your certain requirements that you desperately want to do. You feel that you're a part of.
Your must-haves. Let's call it
Yes,
your must-haves.
must-haves. Very good.
Must-haves.
You could write those down on a list. Like, okay, I have to have impact. I have to be able to have consent, non-consent.
Power exchange.
I have to have power exchange.
Forced orgasms.
Well, you don't have to write, like, if that's something you need to have, then write, yeah, sure, forced
Orgasm
orgasms.
denial.
But you don't have to go through and go like, okay, what about golden showers? I mean, if that's one of the things that you need.
I have a couple that's going to come on and talk about golden showers.
I don't need golden showers, but I like golden showers. We do golden showers on certain occasions, and why
you pee
we
on
like
her, she pee on you.
I pee on her. It's more of a dominating thing, you know.
Like, is it on the back or in the face or?
That's for another day.
I'll ask Amber.
But we just, write it what you want.
Your must-haves down.
Yeah. You don't have to go through a 3-hour fucking thing, dude. We did one of those before, and it was just way too fucking much. I get it. Like, if you're in a relationship for a while and you're trying to just spark conversation with things that you might be interested in trying,
they're fun to post and see who is into your shit, though.
Absolutely agree. But when you're vetting somebody, which we didn't get into vetting, but we're going to get in vetting with Amber, I don't think that that's necessary. She may disagree, but I don't think that that's all necessary. I think you need to have your must-haves.
Well, yeah, I mean, some of those things, the short menus are kind of like your must-haves. They're like your percentage
short
things.
Menu, yeah.
And they're fun to post and then kind of see who likes that stuff, that replies to you, and then, if you're looking for a sub or whatever.
Oh, you should post. You should let people know where they find all that stuff.
I don't. Red Room Accessories don't have a sex menu yet, but
you could always do a link.
Yeah, our web people, we need a sex menu
on a paddle.
All right.
Ron, can you put a sex list on a paddle? Thank you.
Listen, you will have his brain going 900 miles an hour. He was at a flea market and
Ooh,
what?
A cross. You can make a St. Andrew's cross and have all of that fetishes and stuff on the back side of it.
There you go. But he found like all these animal horns. Horns.
Animal horns.
And tusks. And he's making flogger handles out of them.
Where the fuck do you find those at?
Go flea marketing with that guy one time. I don't know. That's Florida.
And he's making handles? Well, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he also...
Florida's fucking weird.
He also, I don't know, found some giant, like...
Antlers?
Well, yeah, they're antlers, but they're from some buck deer-looking thing from Africa. But he's making canes out of them.
Canes?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So he's making some crazy shit right now.
That's
Since
pretty
I'm
cool.
stuck with the Motor Bunny stuff, he's has taken all over Motor Bunny. Since he's taken all over the production of floggers and paddles.
So what are you doing?
A
podcast.
And
doing a podcast.
podcast, cleaning out and moving the old shop, and the Motor Bunny order. Because they cannot keep the forced orgasm belts in stock. Or is it the Dungeon Master forced orgasm belt?
Dungeon Master forced orgasm belt.
Yep.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I'm interested in that thing. You said the 15th?
Yeah, the 15th, I'll have it. Yeah, because the other party, you're having a party. I didn't say where the party's at.
April 13th, I'm having a little...
You said the 8th.
No, you got the date wrong.
No.
It's the 13th. I'm having a weekly social.
But that's not an invite only. That's an invite only.
No, that's not. My weekday social is not invite only.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
Oh my. Well, anyway, you can't come to the one party because of previous.
My daughter's coming in from Florida has nothing to do with the other things. You're just kind of coming up with something, and it's not correct.
You already have previous arrangements that you can't come to. Where
I gotta try to get to one of those.
now this is the first time
Aren't you-
this is the first time that we're setting up at, and I can plug it.
I thought you were doing it on the 8th too, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one that you can't make. You've already had previous.
Yeah.
But we're doing Bunnies and Babes at Club Arrows. And it's the first time we're setting up as Motor Bunny. So, I mean, we have their permission. Like I said, we do stuff with them anyway. So, like, they gave us the banners. And it's, I mean, Red Room Accessories really has nothing to do with that event. It's all Motor Bunny, since it's a Motor Bunny event.
But you do stuff for Motor Bunny.
Yeah, so Red Room Accessories is setting up the Motor Bunny booth. And then, of course, like, if you buy anything, you use our promo code.
Oh, what's that promo code?
Oh, no, it's on a fucking card. You scan it.
Oh.
It's like a QR code.
I was trying to help you out there with your
I
plug.
know, but you have to get the QR code.
Oh.
They
How
used
do you
to
get
have,
the QR code?
huh?
How do you get the QR code?
You have to come to the event.
What event?
Bunnies and Babes at Club Arrows, April 8th.
Oh.
But here's the thing:
You have to be a
Club
member.
Arrows. I say you have to have a member. It's a private club, but
Yeah. It's membership only.
yeah. And then
How do you get a membership?
We go online at what's it?
Club
www.
Heroes Cleveland.
Yeah, Arrows Cleveland. If you're a single dude listening to this podcast, you're kind of SOL.
You're shit out of luck.
Because
That's what that
times
means.
there's like 4 times a year that they'll have a
Bullpen.
they'll have a sausage party. Is what I call it for
That movie's
for
funny.
vetting single guys.
Actually, it's
to
not
get
that
into that
funny.
club.
It's kind of shitty. It's a
So-
shitty movie.
Yeah, if you're a single dude, good luck, but you can't. A single dude wouldn't be able to get into that.
I don't think they would enjoy the Motor Bunny anyways. I think that would hurt their balls.
I'm just saying, a single.
Wait, ball stomping?
Yeah,
That's a thing?
it is a thing. But I don't. As a single guy, couldn't get back into that room anyway because I think it's females and couples only. Because we
Oh, you
can't.
setting it up in the couples room?
I'm not sure where we're setting it
That's
up.
my favorite room. I love the couples room.
I'm not
Oh,
sure
my
where
God.
we're setting it up. All I know is we're not even allowed in the room. Like, we're setting up bunnies in the room, and then we're setting up outside whatever room it is. So I'm pretty sure they're setting up in the couples room, and we're having the table to sell stuff. Like, we're setting up the whole Motor Bunny display, so we'll have the Motor Bunny and the Buck and all the QR codes and stuff, and show you like what the Motor Bunny can do, and then the girls can go in the room, and there's 2 highly trained people that are going to run the bunnies that are in there.
Highly trained
Yeah,
individuals
yeah.
who know how to run a fuck machine. How do I
A
get
ride
that
on-
job?
A ride-on vibrator.
How do I get that job?
Well, you got to be trained.
Is there like a class?
I would say hours logged.
Baby, if you're listening, you gotta get trained on that.
Hours logged.
I'll be
But like
willing to train
we're like me and me and Skinny Dave are going up.
you. Skinny Dave.
Skinny Dave are going up, and we're setting outside. Like Jenny made it really clear that we're not in the room. And I mean, a lot of girls that do like the Motor Bunny rodeos and stuff, they don't want. Some want a crowd, some don't want a crowd.
Sure.
You know,
Sure. Makes perfect sense. So we're talking about the wall and the window.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Some people
want to watch, some people don't. You know, completely understandable.
So yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
So yeah, that's April 8th at Arrows.
So how do we get here?
I don't know.
Yeah.
We're just,
We're just flowing, man.
just flowing.
We're just going with it.
That's the greatest thing about our shit. It just goes.
It just kind of goes.
And then we get back on topic of. Anyway, back to Doming 101.
So Doms need. Oh wait, you were talking about in closing, like a half hour ago.
Yeah. So yeah, and consenting.
Doms need aftercare. Subs need aftercare. Kind of touched on to that.
Yeah, we did touch on to that, but
It'd be probably better when Amber's
we were
here.
closing with.
She might have to call on the phone though. She can't be in the shed.
Huh?
She can't be in here.
Well, we'll clean it. Like I said,
it doesn't matter. She'd have to call on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to figure out how to call on the phone.
Yeah. You have to figure that out. She can't. She wouldn't be able to concentrate.
What if we blindfold her?
Oh, you know what? That might be actually pretty. You might want to. Yeah. Go put a camera.
Yeah, we'll put a camera.
If we do anything like X-rated, how would we do
I
that?
mean, the viewers can listen because they can't see her. So it'd be a hot
Maybe
Ron
blindfold her.
wants me to flog people in here on the podcast.
You ain't got room for that.
Bullshit.
I'll make room, bitch.
Oh, flog anywhere.
Oh man.
But anyway, let's close this thing out.
Closing.
Closing.
It's closing time.
Oh shit, this has been fun. But yeah, just research what kind of Dom profile you what kind of Dom profile you fit into. I'm
I'm the one that's drinking, not you.
I know.
You have Sunkist. I have bourbon, and you're over there more giggling than me.
I mean, I could have busted out moonshine if you wanted to. But
Oh fuck no, that's too much. I gotta drive fucking 5 hours.
and you gotta watch out for deer. You're in bumfucked Egypt.
Oh fuck.
Raccoons and
Cows.
Bigfoot and shit.
Cows be fucking crossing the street. Boom.
My buddy hit a cow
That's not cool.
at an F-150.
One of my guys I work with, I drive a tractor trailer full of gas. They hit a cow. They hit a fucking cow, dude. I shit you not. A fucking cow.
But anyway, figure out what let's close this damn thing out. We can bullshit afterward. Figure out what
What kind of what your requirements are that you need.
your must-haves,
Your must-haves.
and then
Why don't you look at your list? It might help you.
oh, that list doesn't help. I just jotted shit down before you got here. Running in 4 days ago was like,
You better
what
make
are
a
you
list.
gonna talk about? I was like, I got it.
It doesn't help that I'm sporadic.
Right.
I'm all over the fucking place. You can't keep me on a subject.
Right.
I go down rabbit holes, and I just start going. I just go, and I try to bring myself back, but then I always end up going back down.
Who?
So we had
Your must-haves.
yeah.
And then I do
Some other stuff. Fuck it.
do the mini fucking menu, and put it out there.
Sure.
And then, like I said, I try to research
The mini menu's fun.
yeah, the mini menu.
It's fun. It's shorter. It gets it talking. It gets the conversation
Yeah,
going.
it's a good conversation starter. Get on FetLife. FetLife's good. FetLife, you can find out and explore a lot of kinks and shit, and fetishes, and
Well, as a lurker, I guess. But, I mean, if you're trying to get anything out of FetLife, I don't think you can really get anything out of there.
I've got some good shit out of FetLife.
Have you?
Yeah.
That's another one. That's
But
another
anyway.
story. We're gonna go down a rabbit hole.
We're down a fucking rabbit hole.
We're
with
trying to
FetLife.
avoid rabbit holes because we need to clean this shit up. I gotta
Yeah.
work in the morning.
So do I. 4:30 comes early.
Yeah, it does.
But and do your research, and then if you're into impact play, buy a flogger and practice with it way before you get a sub, and so you kind of look like you knew what the fuck you're doing.
Oh, see, this is what's beautiful. I just got a text from her. Daddy, did you eat? Should I make you something? Oh, what am I supposed to be doing?
It's because you're usually home by now, so now. she
Well,
does-
that's one of our requirements. We have dinner every night. I sacrificed my family dinner today to be with you, and I had to buy fucking Wendy's.
Did you have a Baconator?
No,
What?
no,
You didn't have a bacon? You went to
No.
Wendy's and didn't get a Baconator?
no. You know what I had?
What? A salad?
A salad. I had a chicken pecan salad.
That was fun driving.
No,
and
I
eating.
didn't get They had a pretzel, what is that? Pretzel pub cheeseburger things.
Yeah.
They're actually pretty good. There's bacon on there, don't you worry.
Yeah, they always had to have bacon on everything. Bacon makes everything better. But anyway, so do your research. Fill out a little sex menu. Figure out what dom preference fits your lifestyle and your must-haves the best.
How do you spell ATE? ATE, that's right.
Yeah. He's texting. And yeah, this has been everywhere, but it's been fun.
I'm sorry, my mind doesn't work in a 1-lane road.
Well,
It's
this is a fucking 4-lane highway with clover leaves.
yeah. Clover leaves.
All right, we're out of here. So this has been the Red Room Accessories Podcast, Doming 101, with a little bit of fucking everything thrown in between. Do your research. You got anything to say closing out?
Yeah, dude. Confidence is sexy.
Yeah, but arrogance is not.
That's correct.
Yeah, confidence is sexy. Arrogance is not.
That's right.
And what I always say, stay kinky.